Hello, YouTube viewers. It's about extremism. What's extremism? The Western Richmonds all around the world are basically got a function going on. They go to different countries, set themselves up in lucrative businesses, and have the indigenous people um, working for them on a money penny pinching wage pack. This has been going on for years, since the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. The Richmonds have been having people of colour come over to different countries all around the world and live under oppression. This is the system that has been going on for the last 50, 60 years. And now people with the new generation, they're still experiencing bad life chances and unemployment and getting nowhere in the education system. I say all this is managed by the Richmonds on a occult system where all they do is oppress, turn up in different countries and tell the indigenous people what to do. I don't know, but it has to stop. But I think with the new generation now, they're rising up and fighting against Western vandalism of the planet. This is no good. In the 70s, 80s, and 90s, Africa was on fire, South America was on fire, the Middle East was on fire, all down to mercenaries turning up to have a stakehold in their resources to make money off the backs of the indigenous people. This is a system which has been used for a long time, and there's no chance of reconciliation. All you have now is the Muslims getting into difficulty with the Richmonds. The Richmonds always pestering people from different corners of the world, asking them to work for them and don't complain about their plight. Misconceptions about the Masons. The Masons work for the warlocks, and they're basically told where to go, what to set up, and how to function. This is all orchestrated by the wizards, all based on a Richmond occult system of governing and managing resources and countries around the world. At least, don't be fooled by them saying it's just a Mason function where they go and do what they like. The Masons work for the warlocks and the wizards. They're told, like I said, they're told what to do and what to set up. They just open doors for warlocks who want to set themselves up in some sort of entrepreneurial business or big industry. Yeah, YouTube viewers, this is the main crux of what's causing the problem. There's a disparity. You got the haves and you got the have-nots. And the have-nots are bewildered, browbeaten, and criminalized if they don't fit into the Richmond system. At least you know what to look at. Research it, but you'll find it's an occult system, and they talk about God and church and being humane to people, but it's all It's all a cult based system. Like I said, the Middle East hasn't changed over the years. It's still on fire, and there won't be no peace for a long time. There's a lot of discourse with the governments trying to sort problems out, but there's a lot of unruly people who don't want peace, and where there's not no peace, there's war. Africa, it was divided by the Richmonds. A lot of the countries in the last 40 years didn't function how they should have done. You had Sierra Leone, you had South Africa, all with diamonds, where you had soldiers of fortunes, mercenaries who are Richmonds going there to try and plunder and get what they want to make their money. And it's the same with South America, but it's a drug cartel system there, but drugs are just taken out of the country and smuggled to the Americas and Europe. The Richmonds know what's going on. They know what they're doing. They're comparable, know what they're trying to do and know what they're trying to achieve. What you should do, go on YouTube and look up 70s news reels based on the Middle East, West Africa, South Africa, and South America, and you'll see the newsreels. What was the popular news bulletins being circulated? Even for black people living in North America, it was like a gang system in the 70s and the 80s, but the Richmonds clamped down and got rid of all the gangs. So they said that there's no more gangs in New York, and it was like a haven for people who didn't have money, didn't have education, and would go there trying to survive, basically. That's the thing about America, it's all about surviving. There's a lot of have-nots there, and the rich, they live in their squeaky clean suburban mansions where they have no money worries or difficulties. Anyway, thanks for listening, YouTube viewers. The information's out there. Research it, look out for it. But you'll see the Richmonds, the Western Richmonds, who are everywhere. They're a global function on the four corners of the earth. But you have to remember, they're calculated and they know what they're doing. Anyway, peace out.